Hey, it's Maurice Sapre. I hope you're doing well. One of the most interesting things that's come up in a therapy session with me with the patient and has come up in casual conversation is the idea of the American dream, right? People say, the American dream is starting a business or buying a house or doing all these things, right? And truth be told, when it comes to celebrities, oftentimes we get very excited when they pull themselves up from the ground, so to speak, or they create a business, right? But then we hate it when they get to be so big, right? That they're making all this money, right? Give you an example. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat, but I am aware that in this country, the United States of America, it's set up for business owners. You just have to read the tax code. If you read it, it's there. So, do we fault the person who reads the tax code and learns how to benefit from it? They didn't make the laws, they just learned to follow it, right? So, on one hand, we want to make sure people are following these things responsibly. But I don't know anybody who signs up to pay more taxes just to pay it, right? So think about, for example, Jeff Bezos, okay, or Nike or any other major company. The dream for them is to create a product or create a service that the whole world can use. Now, here's the problem with that. When it comes to scale, the hardest part is trying to do it ethically or responsibly. So there are people and organizations that usually try to help with that. At the same time, these people sometimes create massive wealth. Now, the reality is there's a lot of people who are struggling. Do we blame the person who's learned how to take advantage of these rules? Or do we chastise the person who has not learned to take advantage of them or who didn't have the upbringing to know how to start a business or do these things? I don't think criticizing either end is right. We should learn from each other, see how we can help each other. My hope is that people like Jeff Bezos and others can take their massive wealth and use it for good. Even then, though, some people are going to say 2 billion is not enough, 4 billion is not enough, or 2 million is not. Like there will always be some number that will not be enough. So the question then is, how do we find some middle ground? How can we get people of high influence to not only grow their wealth, but to teach other people how to change their lives and have better opportunities? In the end, we're one community. So I hope we don't spend any time fussing and arguing about the rights and the wrongs of others, but learn from each other. Because the reality is, the only people we can be accountable for is ourselves, right? So the hope is we can learn responsibly, share responsibly, and grow responsibly. So if people start to argue with you or you start to have negative feelings about the wealth or success of an individual, check yourself. Think about where that comes from. Because in the end, everyone has a dream, everyone wants to make it. Some people have more help in doing it, and some people don't. But in the end, unless we actually know the individual, we're still guessing. We don't know what it's like to run a multi billion dollar company. Now, I don't know about you, but I would love to help a lot of people if I could do that. So, again, my hope is we can all make a difference in some sort of way for ourselves and for other people. For anybody that I can help or anybody that I can connect with another individual who's doing what they would love to do or someone that they would like to learn from, let me know. I have a habit of trying to connect with other people to learn from them, and I would love to be of support for you. All the best. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.